This podcast is supported by The Real Real. Meet Christine. She loves shopping. And this is the sound of fashion overload. Too many fabulous things, not enough space. So Christine started selling with The Real Real.
I've always loved collecting designer pieces. Gucci bags, Prada heels. But my style keeps evolving. Selling with The Real Real? Game changer. I earn more, and they do everything.
Seriously, just drop off your items or schedule a pickup. We handle the photos, descriptions, pricing, even shipping. You just sit back and watch your items sell fast to our 38 million members.
And I get peace of mind knowing I earn more selling with The Real Real than anywhere else.
Exactly. That's the sound of your closet working for you. The Real Real. Earn more, save time, sell fast. And right now, you can get an extra $100 site credit when you sell for the first time. Go to therealreal.com to get your extra $100. Therealreal.com. That's therealreal.com.
Looking for love and dating apps and DMs. Looking for love and nothing is sticking. Seeing red flags, getting catfished. What's up? Gotta do now that I found two gals and that'll help me. I just can't wait to get adjacent to you. Looking for love.
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome to Adjacent Single Ready to Mingle. We're still looking for some singles out there, so if you want to come on and get interviewed, let us know. And we are down to talk and try to connect you with your love of your life. Hopefully, you do not find somebody like this girl to date called From Girlfriend. And maybe you're not a mom like this mom in Girlfriend. What did you think, Shelly? We just recently watched the Netflix series Girlfriend, and we are here to share some tea. And it's definitely going to be where we give the whole plot line. So if you have not watched it, you want to see, there's going to be some real big reveals. So please go watch it and then come back and listen. All right. What did you think, Shelly? What did you think of the show?
First of all, it's on Prime. It's on Amazon Prime or YouTube.
Oh,
and,
sorry.
no, just so people can find it. First of all, the actress is, the mom is
Robin Wright.
Robin Wright, and she scares me.
Well, I think you're supposed to think of her in that show where she was vice president and then became, or she was married to the president and became the president.
Yes, House of Cards. She freaked me out, and so her being the mom, I was already freaked out. I was like, uh-oh, and I had read the book. So, you know, I think the telltale sign that was disturbing for me straight out of the chute was that he said, "Mom, she reminds me of you."
Yeah.
And mom was already neurotic. And so it was like, oh, she's just like you, Mom. And that was a telltale sign for me. I was like,
it was foreshadowing.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. It was very engaging. I, watched it in 2 nights. I did not want to go to sleep. I wanted to see, even though I knew what was going to happen, I wanted to see how they were going to portray it.
Yeah.
And I felt most sorry for anybody that was in a relationship with any of the people, the main characters. Like
the 2 women. Also, the son was weird.
Yeah. He kind of liked the attention of both of them. And
it reminded me of that SNL sketch with the baby bird where they're feeding each other the baby bird thing, and the girl comes in and is watching this mom and son kiss on the lips. Now, I know there are some cultures that is completely in the norm. For me, I don't uh, uh, I don't know. I think that would probably be a deal breaker for me if I saw my boyfriend kiss there. But and it wasn't just a peck on the lips. It was like kind of a long lasting kiss of his mom on the lips.
I felt like it was a little sexually charged.
Yeah. So the story takes place in London, which is gorgeous, and I love that the town of London is kind of a main character in the story too, because it is a place that has a lot of mystery to it, but it's so like it's just such a beautiful, beautiful city, and it has a beautiful style to it. Like you just wanted to go and like go there. I've been to London just once, and I want to go back a million times. I thought it was one of my favorite places. I thought, and they lived in this gorgeous home, like the mom and the dad, and you could tell the son, he was in and out of there, but gorgeous home. The weirdest thing is they had a pool in the basement or the lower floor. And so Robin Wright, the mom, the first like real opening scene, she gets like attacked in her pool. And just kidding, it's your son attacking you, and they're fighting each other, and it was so weird. It definitely was foreshadowing. I knew something bad was going to happen. It was nuts. If anybody jumped in and tried to drown me in the pool, and then, then they're tussling, and I'm like, that does not sound fun to me at all, to be tried to be drowned in the pool. What did you think of that?
And I knew the foreshadowing. I knew how I read the book. Mm-hmm. So I had an inside.
But if somebody jumped in the pool and pulled you under.
Yeah.
As a joke.
Yeah.
I said, man, Mom, you're so strong. No.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, get to your room. You're in lockdown.
Well, you
for several days.
Swimming has never been your
powers, but if somebody comes and attacks you in a pool, tries to pull you under, that's not a joke. That's not a joke.
Agreed. Hilarious.
Okay, so she comes in. Her name is Cherry.
Strike one.
That is an unfortunate name. It has been commandeered to mean a sexual thing now. But I think there are some names like, sorry if I'm going to offend, but Cherry, Chastity, no offense, Angel. I mean, these are names that can be like, be careful because, on stage number one.
Yeah.
So you have to be a little careful with all of that. But I would probably, if I was going to name my kid, I would definitely ask some people, what do you think of this name? Ask your closest friend.
Well, I think it would serve everybody very well. It's like top 100 stripper names. Yeah. And if the name is on there, you might want to step aside and rethink.
Or just ask one of your friends. Ask one of your friends. Like, do you ask a guy friend? Like, what do you think of this name? When I say this name, what do you think? Unfortunately, she walks in. I did like how the movie, and I know the book, and it shows you, so it shows from the mom's point of view, and then it shows from Cherry's point of view, the girlfriend, and how they're so different. Like,
I found that so fascinating. They do it in the book, but they did such a fascinating recreation of their perspectives.
Right.
I thought I think they did a fantastic job of representing the book and representing the different takes.
Because you would see how the mom finding her bracelet in Cherry's bag, and you would be like, oh my gosh, Cherry is a thief. And then you would see, oh, this is how it happened. She thought the mom was out of town. She and her boyfriend, Cherry and her boyfriend, were at the parents' house. They were having like sexy time. She had gone into the mom's room, started trying on jewelry. I've done that in my mother-in-law's house. I've like tried on her jewelry or
but but she was full on snooping, but it was portrayed as a benign, uh, you know, experience where it was shady as fuck. I mean, it was shady as fuck. I mean,
For
you,
sure.
this is day one. You have not even met them. You did not go through Graham's jewelry the first day you met her. Did you?
Quite yet. Remember they were there and then the mom came in after a business trip. Yeah, I might have snooped in going to Grandma and Papa's house. I liked doing that.
But I mean, day one?
No, but I say I could be like a little snoopy. I mean, I've gotten over it, and I don't go through people's stuff like I used to. I remember when we were kids and we would go trick or treating and like on Trey's Way or whatever, and I would like look into their, and I noticed my kids did that too. Like they would like look in everybody's houses, like what is it in there? I want to know what's going on in there. I was like, kind of sneaky kid.
But and Coulter would go into people's houses.
Yes.
And we had to do like some therapy on it to prepare for Halloween because he would go straight in.
Yeah.
And
I would too if I was like allowed. I'd be like, huh, can I see your bathroom?
yeah.
I have to do that now. Like I want to go to people's houses and say, I really like the exterior. Can I just have a tour of your interior?
Yeah.
Would that be okay?
It's very interesting. When you meet people and you freely are allowed to roam their home, it's so great. We have some family members that we can't open a closet. We can't go into certain rooms. And I find that so interesting.
Oh, I do have some locks on my closets, but that's for Airbnb.
Yeah. No. We're not allowed. No.
Oh, you're not allowed into certain rooms.
Yeah. It's like, no, we prefer you not to go into this room, this room, this room, this room. and
so you're allowed into like 2 rooms.
Yeah. It's like
the bathroom and the living room.
You can come into the entry. And very interesting. And Coulter is just a natural, curious guy. Yeah. And, where to keep your vacuum cleaner? I want to see where all that is. And so
I see your washer and dryer. Like he just likes to look at equipment.
Appliances.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so it's very interesting. And some of our family members have gone to great lengths to prevent Coulter from getting into spaces in their house. And I think it's hilarious.
Well, Coulter is like, all he's doing is looking at stuff. He's not going to go into every drawer or anything. He's really actually very respectful.
He's very respectful. He just wants to know the space. So,
well, also he has a photographic memory, and I think he likes to map things out.
Okay,
like, okay, this is this. It's not like he's gonna start going through your drawers. I mean, sometimes like if people have guns in their houses and stuff like that, that's a good idea. Go ahead and lock that up.
I agree. But back to Cherry, I don't think she was doing a benign search at all.
I don't think she was being benign. I don't think she was as innocent as she came off. Like I think she had a lot of hidden motives. I think she loved I mean, obviously Shelly. Also I felt bad for the kid and the mom every time that one of them would. I mean, they'd walk in and run into him playing with himself. There'd be like sexual stuff going on. I'm like, you can't be I mean, I know people think they're being discreet, but when you're on vacay with your family, like your in-laws, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure that's a turn on, but the door is completely ajar and you're giving your boyfriend a BJ. That is very calculated. Don't you feel?
I feel like I feel like Cherry was very calculated every step of the way. Mm-hmm. But I think Mom was as well.
I think Mom was trying to control everything in her life and hold everybody like close to her, and very fascinating how she handled the dad, the husband, how she really wasn't into him. She wanted to be in a gay relationship, which is, go for it. But then she still wanted to hold on to the dad and control him. And then how she wanted to hold on to the son and control him. Now, as a parent, I usually, when it comes to the dating thing, whoever they want to date, they can date. I keep my mouth closed. But there would be some times when I would feel like, I'm going to have to say something. Like, I don't know. I think if I had walked by and she was doing that with him in my house, I might be like, dude, come on, or when they're out of town, everybody's just walking around naked. But
This podcast is supported by The Real Real. Meet Christine. She loves shopping. And this is the sound of fashion overload. Too many fabulous things, not enough space. So Christine started selling with The Real Real.
I've always loved collecting designer pieces. Gucci bags, Prada heels. But my style keeps evolving. Selling with The Real Real? Game changer. I earn more, and they do everything.
Seriously, just drop off your items or schedule a pickup. We handle the photos, descriptions, pricing, even shipping. You just sit back and watch your items sell fast to our 38 million members.
And I get peace of mind knowing I earn more selling with The Real Real than anywhere else.
Exactly. That's the sound of your closet working for you. The Real Real. Earn more, save time, sell fast. And right now, you can get an extra $100 site credit when you sell for the first time. Go to therealreal.com to get your extra $100. Therealreal.com. That's therealreal.com.
I know that Sherry was trying to be that sensual person. I'm up for anything. He was down for it. But I also feel like that would be a little too much for me. I would have to say, look, please don't do that.
I felt like Cherry's control of him was completely sexual.
He was P-dubbed.
Yeah, he was P-dubbed.
Okay, so in the story, Cherry and the son are in this relationship. It goes fast and furious. She fakes that she can't swim. They're on a yacht. Mom has to go in and save her. They show two different points of view. Like the mom didn't really save her at first. That's how you were assuming it went. But mom jumped in, saved her. She actually was a good swimmer. She faked that she went to different schools. She lied, and they caught her in lie after lie after lie. He paid for her ticket to Spain to fly in business class, which is a much nicer. You're not sitting so tight next to people, and she took the money and bought clothes, which I would have too.
Agreed.
Yeah. Especially if I was going to be in Spain, living this amazing life in Spain and getting on yachts and stuff like that. I would probably have to go buy some clothes for that. Or I'd borrow clothes from a good friend, who's posh. So I couldn't blame her for that much. Although some of her clothes were really small for her. And I was like, I don't know. They look great. Her body is banging. But I was like, that looks kind of small. And then so then for his birthday, she didn't want the mom to have time with him. So she scheduled a rock climbing activity. And he, spoiler alert, falls and is seriously injured. And I didn't like that the parents would not let her come in to the hospital. I thought
I don't know if you were a party of a I don't know if you were a party of my child being physically hurt at that level, I would have a hard time. I would have a hard time. And
But it's an accident.
was it an accident? Was it an accident?
I think it was an accident because she had the golden ticket and she knew she had the golden ticket. I think it was an accident. I think she was a fake phony and she kept saying that she could do things that she couldn't do. And they were in over their head. I mean, the fact that they were scaling these very vertical rock climbing walls. Also, I think that was a mistake on his part, that he didn't have a helmet on. He gave her his helmet or something. And I'm just like, what are you doing, dude? Like, why would you take someone that you don't really know their rock climbing abilities to a straight up vertical wall of rock climbing? I thought that was pretty nutty. But I don't know. I'd probably still let her stay in the hospital. It would be hard for me to you can't go. So then the mom fakes that he died and he didn't die. And he knew that was going to come unraveled.
And that, to me, putting that energy out there to anybody saying he's dead, putting that energy out there freaks me out.
Yeah, that was nuts. And then her husband was like, this is nuts. I cannot believe you did that. And then, but did you notice the mom, how she used her ex-girlfriend to when her art gallery was going downhill, and so she went and kind of manipulated her ex-girlfriend to put her art in the art gallery. I was like, wow, you are. I can see how the son would say, y'all remind me of each other.
Yeah.
I mean,
he married his mom.
Yeah, he manipulated the whole thing. So in the end, the girlfriend finds out that the mom lied. And then the girlfriend's like, I'm going to ruin your life. And she literally does. She goes in and breaks her and her husband up. Well, I feel like the mom broke her and her husband up. She destroys the art of her girlfriend, so that ruins their relationship. She ruins the relationship between the mom and all her customers and her friends. And she ruins the relationship between Cherry ruins the relationship between the mom and the son, but also the mom had a hand in all of it. And the mom is like losing her shit. So they finally get to ahead and they fight it out. And then they're like hurting each other, stabbing each other, all that, stabbing the son. She drugs the son so he won't go and see Cherry. I'm just like, oh my gosh. The mom went nuts. Cherry went nuts. And then they get in a tussle. The mom is about to drown Cherry in the pool. At the end, the son comes down, saves Cherry, and then, and unintentionally, I'm putting quotes in the air, drowns the mom in the pool. And then the mom, spoiler alert, dies. But the son is a surgeon, doctor, and he does not resuscitate his mom. That's bullshit. Like, how can't you resuscitate the mom? Like, you have all the medical skills. So, anyway.
Nuts. It's nuts. It's nuts. That was, so my mother-in-law, she watched it before I did, and she goes, oh, you and Jody need to watch The Girlfriend.
Yeah.
And she, I was like, I don't know. I really have a hard time with Robin Wright.
She's a great actress.
She's such
a good actress. That's why.
Yeah.
Hard time.
She's such a good actress. And she was on lots of, Message in a Bottle and some great movies that I love. She freaked me out in House of Cards so bad. It scared me.
Yeah.
And so, and so I usually steer clear of her movies because of that. And now she does this, and it's like, okay, point made. But Suzanne's perspective of the whole The Girlfriend was that he did not look like a doctor.
Oh, well,
The actor.
I'm gonna tell you, after going to Cameron looks like she's 16. She looks so young.
Yeah, I know.
And then when we went to her graduation, I was like, well, some of them look like straight up models, you know, and then some of them look, young, very young, but he didn't look like a doctor because he dressed very, like under, just under his, where he is in life. But I think that his shirt probably costs more than, it's kind of like when they say like Brad Pitt has like a $500 t-shirt on and it just looks like a Hanes, but what do we know?
No.
I think the biggest red flags, and if I would have to address, is if I kept catching one of my kiddos' partners in lies. Like, I would have to say, hey, I just have to tell you this is a red flag for me. And if I didn't love you, I wouldn't say anything. I'm not trying to control it. It's still your decision, but that's a red flag. I think that's where it would begin.
Yeah. And I think it's important when you see a red flag, Jody, we want to talk about this as parents, as moms. If you see your child is dating somebody that has a significant red flag,
what do you do?
Yeah, what do you do? I mean,
what do you think you should do? What should listeners? What would you do? I would probably have to say something.
Yeah,
but it would be very hard because I try to let my kids have their autonomy as much as possible. Believe me, when they were young, I was definitely the helicopter mom. I mean, helicopter, specifically when they were growing up through elementary. I tried to scale it back in middle school. I bet they would probably disagree. And then high school, I tried. College, I definitely let them do their thing because they're adults, but it is hard. And I do at times dive back into my helicopter situation and then pull back out. I have to be kind of reined in and out. I mean, I could be too much for sure, but I don't know. If I caught someone lying about their schooling, who they knew, and we all have, everybody in this world has told like a fib or something here and there, but I don't know. If I caught them in some doozies, like if they said I graduated from Duke University and I found out that they hadn't even gone to Duke, I would probably say something. Because if they're lying about those types of things, then they're trying to present themselves in a way that they aren't. And then that's going to filter into other things. So what would be something you would intervene on, Shelly?
I think because of my past, if I felt like there was any psychological or physical abuse in any shape or form,
absolutely.
I would flag. If they weren't paying their fair share, I would absolutely speak up.
Any level of abuse.
Yeah, any level of abuse. And so I'm not going to bite my tongue and look the other way and let them figure it out. I'm going to be like, hey, you're in an abusive relationship, and we're here to help and support. And it's too damaging. And so,
well, and it takes years away where they could be experiencing a happier, healthier relationship. Yeah. Also, if my kid was becoming the red flag, I would be like, hey, we need to chat. Like,
1000%.
Yeah.
1000%. If you're being manipulative or you're hurting people and you're taking advantage of people, I think it's preferred coming from the violator's side to clean up the mess. Like the mom, when she did speak up about Cherry, is like, yeah, she's gonna take you down. You better get out of her way, and she tried to stop Cherry a couple times, but there was no stopping Cherry.
Okay, I have a question for you, because we're not perfect.
No way.
and we've done crazy stuff in relationships,
Yes.
right? And when Cherry put that heart and those guts inside that cake, which I'm going to call BS, there's no way she could have done that.
I mean, where was the baker? I mean,
I know.
is she now like a professional? Like,
So you bake guts inside. No. Okay. So I'm going to call BS, but okay. It was very dramatic,
very dramatic.
all the blood squirting on everybody. But what is the craziest red flag girlfriend thing that you've ever done? Like looking back, you're like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I did that.
Well, I was such a feral. I had no idea. And I have, but this is like the most popular story is with our friend Josh Sager. I would break up with him all the time. Uh-huh. But the Sager's house was the place to be. And I drove by to pick up Laura or drop off Laura, and he was having a party. And I was like, how dare that son's a bitch. not Mary. I love Mary Sager, but I was like, how dare him have a party? He didn't even invite me. What the hell? And so I stomped up to the front.
You broke up?
I know. I stomped up to the front, and immediately I broke up with them. The next day I had another girlfriend, but I just stomped up to his front porch and I was like, how dare you have a party without inviting me? And I slapped him.
Oh, gosh. Oh.
He loves to tell that story. He's like, Hayden, your mom slapped me square across the face. Like, thanks, Josh.
So, that's a good one. But bless him. I never said like the two best friends.
I know, love him dearly. He could handle feral side. But I was
always his smile.
Yeah, but just like the the dramatic stuff. Yes. It's like, what are you doing, sleeping with my
my roommate, my best friend?
Roommate. Yeah. How dare you?
Oh man. Okay, I have a crazy.
That was not Josh. That was not Josh.
No. I know. Josh would never do. I remember I wasn't even dating this guy, but I kind of had a crush on him. And I was the only friend at the time that had a car. And I had this old 1980s Mustang. It was maroon. My dad bought it for $300 off of what was your old boyfriend's name?
I'm not saying it. We're not saying his name.
Oh, we'll just call him Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Anyway, so we bought this. I know who it is now. This car that Jimmy had somehow was backing it up, I guess, with both of the doors wide open, and ran into something and the doors were off the hinges. And so Dad bought it and had the people at Mrs. Baird's Bread fix it up for me, put the doors on and all of that. I loved that car, by the way, but it was a stick shift. I didn't really know how to drive it at first. And then I learned how to drive it because it was like out of necessity to get around town. Anyway, so my friends, let's see, it was like Nikki, Jeanette, oh gosh, what was her name? She was so beautiful. Joyce. And we all were in my car driving around. Oh, they would do things like this to me. They'd be like, Jody, drive down this road on the east side. And it was like 4th Street where the brothers would hang out. And I was like, okay. And then all of a sudden I'd look and I'd see all these men just standing out in the middle of the day on 4th Street. And I'd be like, why are all these men hanging out just all during the day, drinking like 40s and stuff? And I'd look and all my friends would be on the floorboard over on the east side. I'd be like, what's going on? They're like, drive, don't make eye contact. So then one time there was this boy, a real skinny kid too. I don't know. Anyway, he asked me to, or he and I had a crush on him. And so I told my girlfriends, I said, let's go hang out over on the east side on Montopolis, like one of the streets off of Montopolis. And they were like, okay, we all told each other's parents that we were spending the night at each other's houses. And then we just parked in front of this kid's house and slept in my car. Woke up the next morning, nothing happened. And I don't even think he came out of his house. And then I dropped them all off, and then we got home, and all the parents, somebody told or something happened. The jig was up. Mom said I was restricted, and Jeanette's parents were like, there was a party that night, and they said, well, if Jody can go, you can go. And I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to go. And so I didn't get to go to the party. But that was nice that her parents thought that much of me, since I was the one that coaxed them into sleeping in Montopolis, right off of Montopolis. It wasn't a safe area, guys. Now I think it's a little.
Now it's lovely, yeah.
But that was probably the stalkerish, like, crazy crap that I did. But after that, I didn't do any of that crap ever again. Hey, that car was not comfortable for like 5 people to sleep in.
Hey. So crazy.
Yeah, but I wonder what other people's crazy stuff that they did.
Yeah.
I definitely that was probably the craziest. I did not do things like cherry.
No.
But those were the good old days.
Yeah.
I would never do that stuff now.
No way. Now there's so many cautionary tales. We didn't know.
Oh, we thought drama was the way it was supposed to be.
Yeah,
You were not dramatic. They didn't love you, you know.
Well, our lessons on romance were on ABC at 11 o'clock, at noon, and at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
on
Ryan's Home, All My Children, One Life to Live, and General Hospital.
Yeah. And so we thought, like, you needed to be a spy. Like on General Hospital, the Scorpios, like you had to spy.
You probably slapped Josh because you saw that on General Hospital.
Yeah, I thought that was like, how dare you? It was so dramatic. And so
he's like, did you want to come in? It's a party.
I know, come on in. What's the deal?
Anyway,
so
I feel for people in the single ready to mingle life, but if you want to be interviewed, let us know. Or if you want to pitch one of your friends, or if you want to talk about your crazy dating stuff, let us know, because we all were once single and ready to meet there.
So crazy. Well, and speaking of one of my favorite things I've recently found, and I keep sending them to Jody, is the dating VHS tapes.
Oh my gosh. If you have not seen it, go on TikTok right now and type in VHS dating tapes or dating tape, whatever. Guess who did that? Who talked about it on her podcast?
Who?
Heather McDonald.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious. They're so funny.
What's been your favorite one?
I mean, one of them, I've seen bits, but the women, they look like they went to where did people used to go to the mall to get their makeup done? They went to glamour shots.
Oh, the glamour shot. Oh, they look like they went to glamour shots.
They went to glamour shots, and they got all done up however they wanted to get done up. They got their boa, and they're like, I want a man that likes to eat chicken. I don't want a man that likes to play golf. I don't want it. Want it. I like a man that would like to go shopping with me. I mean, I'm just dying.
Yeah, I like the ones where the girl's like, my name is Ronnie, but my real name is Rhonda. But don't call me that unless you're mad at me.
Jody and I are gonna record. I'm gonna put that wig back.
We're gonna one of Shelly's wigs. We're gonna make up a whole persona. So be on the lookout. It'll be on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah, we'll put those on YouTube for everybody. It's like, I just saw somebody was like, he said, if you smoke cigarettes, you can just push stop. I'm not interested.
Well, we should put like the things we wouldn't like. But back, was that in the 80s or the 90s?
I think it was.
Probably in some, but it
They're
was
so
80s.
good.
We
They're
gotta
so,
find. We need to have Kate help us with this.
yes.
We're gonna ask our Shelly's neighbor Kate to set up a little green screen studio for us, and ask her to get us like some shoulder pads. Shelly has all the wigs, and then we're gonna ask. Oh, I wish Callie was in town. She could do our
Callie's
makeup,
good.
blue
Callie,
eyeshadow.
Callie will be in town in October, so we can do it then.
Yes, we got
This is a great idea. I love this. We're gonna recreate the VHS tapes.
Okay, but those of you that are listening to this, don't steal our idea, or at least say I got this idea from a Jason.
I know, yeah. If y'all, hey, we love when you talk about us. We love it. But can you hashtag? I mean, hashtag
Or
it.
come and join us. We'll do it with you. I'm not talking about the other adjacent shows. I'm talking about I see other people doing the things that we talk about on the show.
Yeah, just
From
tag us, guys.
not our friends. I'm talking about people we don't know, but are like stuff that we talk about. Then I hear them talking about it. And believe me, I take ideas from other people too. So
Sure.
but I like to say I got this from Heather McDonald, or I got this from so.
Well, and we were talking about it before Heather McDonald, and then while we were talking about it, you heard it on Heather McDonald.
No, I think something like that. But anyway, I'm not talking about our friends. I like it when we all share funny ideas.
Agree.
I like to see everybody's perspective on it. I'm
Agree.
just saying, if all of a sudden you're gonna do a VHS dating tape reenactment, and you heard it from here, then at least give us some credit for it.
Yeah. Just shoot us some credit. Yeah. Agreed.
And then we'll know you're listening.
Oh, and we also have Jody and I. We're not going to say any names, but we are trying to make a love connection.
Oh, yes. And they would be so cute together. They would have the cutest redheaded babies.
Yes. We're all leaning in on this. And so if you know who it is, everybody take a moment and say, this person and this person should go on a date.
Yes. And we'll put our resources together and pay for it.
Yes, we'll pay for it.
Each $25.
Exactly. We'll give you all each. Yes. And speaking of manifesting relationships, one of our favorite singles, Jared.
Oh yes.
We'll be back in Austin soon.
Okay.
And so
you want to meet him?
Yeah, he's a great guy.
We'll pay for a cocktail for y'all to go hang out, or coffee.
But not at Matt's, because those margaritas are too expensive.
Well, it's okay. But I mean, come on, Matt. We saw your price list. Like, bring it down. We're all moving to Las Posadas.
Yeah, we're all going to La Posada and Costeca.
And Costeca. All right. Okay, well, Texas.
Yeehaw!
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/kidsandfamily. Just go to Indeed.com/kidsandfamily right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.